Hello out there, we are on the air. This is Kevin Dance coming at you on 1079 CKQT, home of the cuties at the University of Western University. Today on Dungeon Punks, we've got all the latest IWU news. We're going to be talking about superheroics and campus life, and of course, all the best music. And just as a heads up, the Simone Building for Villainous Reform has been hit with a time dilation event, and it is currently the 1700s there. If you have a class in the building, make sure to avoid any and all fur traders if you can, and try to wear period-appropriate attire. There is a pop-up shop in the Student Union building if you need to pick something up. We'll have more on that in the show later, but first, let's catch you up to speed with what happened previously on Dungeon Punks.
1, 2, 1. Which means you need to take a powerful blow, please.
Yeah, I'll lose control.
Everyone that is not Cadence is going to also need to take a powerful blow.
10 plus, you must choose to lose control of yourself in a terrible way.
Then I think everyone needs to take another powerful blow.
So I would also like to lose control of my powers.
So we're going to do another round of terrible blows.
Yeah, I just want to end this cascade.
This is going so much better than I could have possibly planned. Welcome to Dungeon Punks. I'm Stu Popp, your Dungeon Master and everyone's podcast dad, and also your Editor-in-Chief and all the other stuff I say. And with me, as always, are the members of Collateral Damage.
My name is Ramone. I play Jackie Hyde, aka Hyde, and Jackie's fun fact for today is that her favorite movie is The Craft from the 90s.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Phil Cieplak. I play Jason Evans, aka Thrasher, and my fun fact for today is Jason hasn't broken any bones recently due to certain modifications made to his body, but prior to that has broken a hefty amount, including his wrist, his collarbone, both, and he's gotten his teeth knocked out a handful of times. Good thing this was pre-puberty, or not pre-puberty, but like pre-adult teeth, so...
Just in youth hockey.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
My puberty teeth.
My puberty teeth.
Humans have 3 sets of teeth.
Yes.
That'd be nice.
I'm Kirk Hamilton, playing Kevin Dance, aka Cadence, and Cadence fact, Kevin still has his appendix.
Congratulations.
Sure.
I think we all still have our appendixes here?
Our appendices.
Our appendices?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm Leigh Eldridge, and I play Artemis Archer, aka the Bandit. And my Artemis fact for today is that when she was 13, she broke 3 fingers in her left hand from punching a wall.
Uh-oh. Angry at the wall.
Maybe angry at something else.
It wasn't drywall, it was plaster.
Yeah.
Or,
Cement, concrete wall.
yeah.
Probably
boy.
angry at her brother.
Yeah, probably. I'm Shim. I play Barbara Babe Lacey, aka Terra Firma, and Babe's favorite video game is Super Smash Bros. She likes to play Kirby.
Nice.
I thought you were going to say she likes that you have to play with friends.
Oh. Well, that too. She's not playing by herself. It's just her excuse to get people to hang out with her.
And my faculty fact for today is that all scheduled West Coast Union of Global Guardian guest lectures have been canceled due to the fact that the WCUGG members have had to travel to the red side of the moon to battle Macross, the living anime, for the fate of the solar system.
Oh boy.
The red, what do you mean the red side of the Soviet side, or?
All the information is on the task. And when last we left our heroes, everything was going wrong, basically. They were losing control, and then they got sent to hell, and Cambion got sent to not hell.
Womp womp.
What that means will be revealed later. But for now, you were falling into hell, you all blacked out, and we will start with Kevin.
Uh-oh.
You come to as if you'd just kind of been zoning out of a phone call. You're on the phone with your agents who are in the process of firing you because of a scandal. All of your audiences have turned against you. Basically, you were extremely unpopular. Box office poison, they might be saying. You've also lost your gig at the radio station because of this, since you no longer have a secret identity. Yeah, how are you reacting to all this?
Am I still on the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you mean you're firing me? There's got to be some spin we can do with this.
We did a cost-benefit analysis, but it's just not worth our time. You're not worth our time.
No. There's plenty of stuff we can do with this.
Oh, sorry. No, this isn't really a conversation. This is just a formality that we're informing you that you're being dropped as a client. We've done that now. Paper will be faxed over, just your sort of final termination paperwork that'll inform you sort of what is happening here. Anyways, thanks for doing business with us. Have a good one. And then they hang up on you.
Wow, harsh.
That was more polite than I was expecting.
Yeah.
You piece of shit. Wait. Hang up.
Is Cadence crying?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, he probably...
Sad.
Where is he? Where am I? Where am me?
Hell.
I think you're in like a living room. It's maybe like
In
a
hell.
gestalt of all the living rooms you've ever had.
It's
In
like when you
hell.
have a dream and you can tell that you're in your house, but it's nothing like your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he just kind of flops down on the sofa and maybe not cries, but kind of like goes through in his head like all of the options he might have, but like kind of in that panicky way of like, well, I could do this or I could do that or I could do, and like,
Do you self-Google?
yeah, what is the scandal that I've been a part of?
Self-Googling himself.
Yeah,
Who are Googling themselves?
what do I know? Because this is all just like brand new information to me, right?
Yeah, I think you're in that sort of fuzzy half dream logic where it's like you feel like you do know what's going on, even if like maybe part of you doesn't. Like you sort of aren't aware that you're in an alternate reality.
Yeah.
I think, it was sort of you. I think you failed to like save someone. You let someone die or something on a mission, and it was like a popular person, like basically like you let Taylor Swift die or something like that.
Oh my God. The
Oh,
Swifties are coming for
no.
you.
Can I make a pitch? It was Princess Proxima.
Okay, yeah, you let Princess Proxima die.
Okay. Then yeah, that kind of hits me, and that's when I like curl into the fetal position.
And I think as you're Googling too, it's not even just that like people are like mad at you. They're basically like, he's not good enough. He doesn't have it. It's like, why did we even like this guy in the beginning? It's sort of like once people have like turned against you, it's also like picking apart all like every little mistake you made of like,
yeah.
why did everyone? And people are like coming out of it with the like, I never liked Cadence. You know what I mean? Like I totally saw this coming, that he was the kind of guy that would like choke in this situation. Never liked him. Never got the hype.
I think after he has a little cry, he goes to the bathroom of this house and does a classic self haircut and
Bangs? Do you get bangs?
Yeah. Oh no, just buzz the whole thing, and then goes to his wardrobe, whatever that may look like, and kind of starts doing some modifications to it.
Okay. What kind of modifications?
Going into your emo phase?
A little bit, yeah.
Or are you going like dark here? Is this your Red Hood phase?
Is it my red? No, I don't think it would be quite a Red Hood phase. I think it would be more of the black suit Daredevil phase, because it's not driven by anger, it's driven by guilt. And he's just like, yeah, definitely the guilt is taking over with the new haircut and the new look. So it's very streamlined look. He probably has like a prototype suit from way back in the day that he's gonna use.
Black suit Cadence.
Yeah.
All right.
Not evil black suit Cadence, not symbiote.
Sorry, black armor Cadence.
Yes.
Are your light projections still pink, or would they be some sort of like
Yeah.
solemn color, like gray or something?
You know what? Does he choose that? No, I think they just are pink.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it could be like based on your vibe.
Yeah, they're not mood constructs.
Mood rings.
Yeah.
Says you're hungry.
Whether you're evil or not.
Yeah.
All right, you head out on patrol as a black armor Cadence, and we're going to cut over to Jason.
Okay.
You kind of come out of a daydream and you're walking down the street towards your old house that you lived in.
Okay.
And you kind of are looking from across the street as you see that your old roommates are moving a new person in.
Oh,
They've replaced you.
do I live here?
I think maybe in this you're like, weird, don't I still live there?
Okay.
You're feeling a little replaced. And then you see the person that they're helping move in comes out of the house to grab another box. And it is a giant humanoid lobster.
Is that normal?
I mean, it's scary. You don't like lobsters. It's pretty not great.
Okay. I'm shook a little bit,
I got the
but
feeling, if I can't live here, I guess I have to go home and stay with my mom.
I think I'm still a little bit angry. I don't know if that still transfers over.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
So I think I maybe get a little confrontational first. Overriding my fear is my anger, and I kind of like storm up towards the house and my fellow ex-roommates, apparently.
Yeah, they keep being like, you made your choice, man. Like, well, you know, you just like disappear for days at a time, for months at a time. We had to find a new roommate. And then the lobster's like yelling at you too. Like, but it is definitely just like burbling noises.
Oh, I was going to suggest that maybe the lobster could have a Boston accent. Just for fun.
It does, but it's still burbling noises. Somehow, as a Boston guy doing burbling noises.
There's
that you
no
also-
R sounds.
You do understand that it's like, man, this isn't cool. Like, you've been like just hanging out across the street, like watching us for the last like couple days. Not cool, man.
I yell at my roommates and saying that, like, you know that I don't like lobsters. This is a clear dig at me. This is just to get back at me.
Oh, you don't like lobsters. Lobsters. Didn't know you were a racist too.
Oh no. Oh, brother.
Anti-crustacean.
You're just bugs.
The lobster punches you, and I think you like fall backwards onto the concrete, and then it's like the weird camera thing where you like stand up and you're at your mom's house.
Okay.
And you can see, oh, there's like a big spaceship in the backyard. Your dad is here. And you go inside and you see your dad and mom are talking as you're like kind of looking from like the door into the living room. You see them talking. And then they start to like make out a little bit. And then they both pull off their masks and reveal that they are ghost clowns.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Okay.
And they start looking at you and like laughing and like weird clown laughs.
Okay, I think now I'm afraid. My anger does not... I have no reason to be angry now. I'm just afraid.
Except for you have to watch your mom and dad make out.
Yeah.
Yuck.
No, that's all I ever wanted.
Weird.
Do you like turn to run away?
No, I'm kind of like petrified a little bit.
Okay. I think as you're petrified, like the room kind of grows bigger around you and like they come to like stand over you laughing. So there's just giant ghost clowns.
Mm-hmm.
And then also coming from behind you is the lobster guy who's like laughing at you and burbling thing as you just like shrink.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's sort of like your entire field of view is just ghost clowns and lobsters.
Okay. I just go fetal position and like curl up and try to like protect my...
Internal organ.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move over to Jackie. You come to in like a dead sprint. You're running through stacks in like a library, just like endless stacks in the library. You were being pursued by like full demon Cambion who's like gorilla running like after you. And also like beside her, doesn't seem to be taking any steps, but keeps being beside Cambion is that like weird dude that's always turned away from you.
Don't like that. Yeah, I guess she's gonna start maybe like grabbing books and trying to like make like the path more difficult for Cambion and can't seem to also get away from this other guy, so she's trying to like look into her periphery.
You start like throwing down books and like the first few do that, but then they like start sticking to your hands and you're like getting books like stuck all over you as you try and run.
I start to feel bogged down by all these books being stuck to my person and has an asthma attack. No, could have an asthma attack. This is hell. She's been training to help improve her asthma, but maybe she feels like she can't breathe. She's being suffocated by the books.
Yeah, you are like start like sinking into just like a whirlpool of books as you're having an asthma attack. And Cambion kind of like looms over you and it was basically saying like, "You'll never get rid of me."
Scary.
Yeah. I will fuck you.
Up?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and say that to Cambion? Fight back?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think she's like thrashing, but I think she's still feeling pretty overwhelmed. But the sight of Cambion maybe like incites something in her that, or like ignites a fervor. Like, yeah, she's been trying to defeat Cambion for such a long time, and she could be feeling overwhelmed, but maybe it like sparks like a resistance in her to try and like not be sinking in a pile of books.
Give me a directly engage a threat in this case.
Am I still marking conditions?
The conditions still count.
Yeah. Ooh.
So if you have anything that gives you a minus to directly engaging a threat as conditions, which would be if you're afraid. If you have afraid marked,
yeah,
then you'd make sure you take that into account.
Good. No.
Yeah. 7.
Okay, so that is technically a hit. You succeed. You can pick one from the list. You either resist or avoid the blows of the emotional blows of this situation. You could take something from. I guess the threat you're fighting is hell right now. Spoilers.
So take something from hell.
Yeah. Create an opportunity for your allies. There's no allies with you right now. Or impress, surprise, or frighten hell.
Impress, surprise, or frighten.
Okay,
the concept of hell.
So you will mark a condition.
Well, now
as
I'm passed out, I guess.
So maybe take resist or avoid blows.
Resist or avoid blows. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, fine.
So you don't immediately pass out. So, Jackie, you resist the blows of hell, the emotional blows here as you fight back and you're like shouting at Cambion, like, "I'll never go back. You won't take me. This isn't even real," you kind of say.
Yeah, because she's seen this vision before, so she has an idea of like, even though this is happening, she's like, "Fuck this."
And enough of that is to like break you out of this like false reality, and you are now, you come to as you see sort of like a circle of flames around you dissipate, and you're standing on like this rocky outcrop that overlooks Christian Hell, which looks like right out of like a Hieronymus Bosch painting.
Yeah.
There's like little goblin-y dudes like just like stacking people on spikes and stuff. And this is all happening like below you, like you're kind of like raised up like on a like cliffside above that. And then there's like more cliff up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And also on this, you can see your friends who are also wreathed in like these like hellfire around them and seem to be in some sort of trance.
God.
And as
Oh no, they're listening to trance music.
yeah, there's maybe some demonic trance music.
It's a silent dance
happening
party.
in the background.
Everyone has headphones on.
Yeah.
It's very respectful.
So as you realize that, we're going to continue through everyone's personal hells as we go to Babe.
Oh, no.
Babe, you awake.
My own
You're in like a
personal
giant test tube
hellscape.
kind of thing, like like Wolverine when he's getting the adamantium put in him, and you can see through the like weird like science goo and the glass. Your brother is preparing like various experiments, like looking at a computer and typing stuff up, and you can see that there are cracks through your skin where lava is showing through. You are in the process of being turned into a lava monster.
Oh God.
Just like what happened in the reverse in the alternate reality. Your brother has gone full evil genius.
Good.
And you can see he's in the middle of a monologue where he's blaming you, basically. Like, I wouldn't have had to do this if you would have just been able to control your powers, if you weren't such a freak kind of thing.
Mm. So am I like fully submerged in the goo? I guess my head is still up so I can
No, you're
hear
fully in
him.
the goo.
Oh.
You can hear him like through the goo. It's that kind
Oh.
of like, it's got that weird like muffled echoey effect.
Okay. Well, I am freaking out. I'm going to try
Probably also
to...
got like tubes going like into your mouth and like you've been intubated.
Right. Jesus.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm waking up from this nightmare. I'm just gonna try to like struggle and like rip whatever is on me, like, and just try to get out of this goo, I guess.
Yeah, he looks at you and sort of says,
This will hurt less if you don't struggle.
and like injects something into one of the tubes. I think you are, as you're resisting this, maybe you are trying to directly engage a threat here.
Okay, good. -2. That's bad.
Actually, I think this is resistive powerful blow. You're trying not to like be knocked out by whatever he just put into the tube.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Famously, great rolls. Just say, I hope I roll a
Low.
snake eyes.
Low.
Oh no.
No.
Plus conditions, which you have 2. That's 9.
That's bad.
So you can either mark 2 more conditions, give ground, or lash out verbally, but you have no teammates to lash out at. So I don't think you can take that one.
Right. Well, I already have 2 conditions. Do I want to mark more? Oh.
It's risky business.
You can give
Yeah.
ground to this hell.
Hell monster.
Illusion.
Sure, I'll give ground.
You giving ground is like almost a realization that like there's no good left in your brother in this version of him as you like lose consciousness
And
from
she-
whatever he put into you.
And she's crying.
Yeah.
Tears into the goo.
And I think as you pass out, you then like it cycles again and you like wake up again at the beginning of that
That scene.
scene
Oh,
and have to
God.
go through it. And then we will leave you and cut to Artemis. Artemis Q, you are standing, you have the haircut you like from the other universe.
Thank God.
And you're in the Scarlet Bandit outfit.
Mm-hmm.
You're standing in the Archer gym, though.
Okay, weird.
And standing across from you is Artemis Prime. So, Artemis Prime, you
Mhm.
come to consciousness for the first time in a while.
Oh, okay.
You were in the Archer gym, and standing across from you is Artemis Q.
Oh,
in the
shit.
Red Bandit outfit.
The fuck is going on here? I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
This whole podcast just becomes Leigh talking to
Yeah.
herself.
Do more.
I think in this moment, both of you, I mean, this is a hell moment for both of you because you're both facing a person that you imagine neither one likes the other one very much. And I think both of you have the realization that this is a moment of whoever can take control of this scene keeps control of the body.
Fight.
Just trying to decide who I personally want to win. Because I'm not going to lie, I've been having fun playing Artemis Q.
I mean, what's the like first move that either of them makes here?
I think that Artemis Prime is still kind of reeling from the last time she was conscious. We're still in the other alternate universe.
Yes.
Would have been in the void, right?
It would have been in the Nexus.
The Nexus.
In the Nexus.
You were
Okay.
trying to play the music you needed to like get home and
Right.
get safe, and you were failing at that.
Right.
and Artemis Q is taking over.
Right. Okay. I think Artemis Prime is I'm still reeling, kind of trying to figure out, like, is this real? Because she has no idea about any of the hell stuff. Like, did we get back somehow, but we've somehow some weird timey-wimey wibbly-wobbly shit happened, and now there's two of me. Like, this is the Archer gym, so, like, how did we get here? And it's just, like, kind of having a little existential crisis. And Artemis Q is just like, there can only be one of us, and attacks.
I think that's, imagine like you just, a sword comes into your hand and you, Artemis Q.
And like anime ninja dodges across the floor.
We got that like the like floor level anime run where you can like see the sword and it's like
frames. Sparks are striking off the sword, even though it's
framing Artemis Prime between like legs and sword.
It's a wooden floor, but there's sparks for some reason, because that's what Artemis Q thinks would be really cool. She might thrive in hell.
Okay, I think we will cut back now to Jackie, who is outside of everything. And you can just see, I think your friends, there's probably like faces like contorted in like pain and fear and sadness.
She sees her friends' faces twisting in agony, and she runs over to, I guess the first one she'd run over to, because Babe comforted her once. So at least once about her monstrous form, and maybe she feels a connection there.
We also went to the library for that fun adventure.
Yeah, we're bros.
Yeah.
So she's going to try and wake Babe up first, and tries to, like, I guess, go through or jump over the hellfire. It probably won't work, but she's going to try it anyways.
Okay, you try and like reach through the hellfire to like grab Babe, I think, and like shake her. And as soon as you touch Babe, you are like tossed into Babe's hell.
Oh,
so you're in this like secret lab. You can hear Beckett saying like all this nasty shit to Babe. Babe, who's
Beckett.
in a tube and like half lava monstered. And I think Beckett turns to see you and is like, "You're not supposed to be here.
You're not supposed to be a little piece of shit."
and like goes to punch Beckett.
You are not in Hyde form.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Directly
or
engage
like
a threat.
or like tackle him. Maybe maybe that's like throwing her full force at him because she sees the goo. She's seen the Matrix. Like she knows what's going on here. Ooh, 4 and 0 and then -2. 2. I got a 2.
Okay, so that's a failure. So mark potential. You dive at Beckett, and I think you're just kind of slow Jackie. Like,
yeah, I'm just like a little Jackie.
Little Jackie, like running and trying to dive. I mean, Beckett's not a paragon of physical strength either, but he does.
This is a nerd.
Just grab a taser off of the table and like tase you.
Two nerds just like in a slap fight. No, stop.
No, you stop.
So you're kind of on the ground post tase, and you can see all this happening. Babe, now one of your friends is getting hurt.
Oh, God. Okay. I
guess.
guess.
Also, how did Jackie get here? She kind of just appeared, like out of nowhere.
Yeah. Babe's confused. She's like, I don't understand. Yeah, what was Jackie doing in here? Where are we? I guess I'm going to try to get out again. Trying to think.
Well, you could unleash your powers. Do you think you're still engaging with like the fiction of this whole situation, or like trying to resist the whole thing?
No, I think Babe actually thinks this is happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think just unleash your powers.
Yeah.
here.
Okay. And that's plus freak.
Plus freak. Yep.
Okay. 7, 8, 9.
Ooh. Okay.
Good.
You unleash your powers. They are unstable and temporary, so I think you unleash it enough just to like break out of this, and then you're kind of like depowered as you step out of the thing. As you like have to like you're still like tubed up.
Yeah. Okay. Can I rip off like all?
Yeah, you're ripping
stuff?
off all this stuff,
Okay.
like pulling the It's not a great feeling, which is your power that like unleash your powers move is just kind of gone after that. It was like one solid burst of like basically lava. You do kind of lava monster to blow out of this tube, and then you kind of are kind of exhausted and still having to face down Beckett.
Okay.
Yeah, who I think looks at you and is like, wow, is that all you could muster up? You're weaker than I thought. This was easier than I expected.
Why are you being so mean?
It's like, and your friends weren't even able to help you. Your friends are useless.
Jackie.
Jackie's still conscious on the ground. So
Jackie's like, she's in Jackie form, so she's not physically strong, but maybe she tries to like a magic spell to like put him to sleep or something like that.
Okay, yeah. You can do that. I think this is going to be an unleash your powers to cast a spell in hell.
Yeah.
a hell spell.
Spell in hell.
Ooh.
8.
That's 9.
No, sorry, 9. I know how to do math. I don't know how to do math.
Plus freak.
Was 10. Minus 2 is 8.
So this is unstable or temporary. So you go to cast sleep on him, and he is just an illusion. So you're kind of casting this like sleep on the whole like hell spell that is trapping both of you. So I think
Hell
like
spell.
as you cast this, it like temporarily like shudders out of existence, doing that like glitching thing,
Yeah.
and you can see like Bosch Hell back in the lab, Bosch Hell, and then kind of fades, and he falls asleep because the fiction of this thing it kind of adapts to it, so he falls backwards asleep. But you're both still now like in this lab.
Okay.
Babe, we're in hell. None of this is real.
What? Hell? This is hell. This is my hell.
Well, like we're in literal hell, and this is also your hell. But like we gotta this part of it isn't real. Like we gotta snap out of it. Like we gotta resist against Beckett's machinations.
Okay. Okay, Jackie. I think I trust you. You're real, right? And she goes to poke Jackie.
Ow!
Oh, sorry. Do you want a hug? I need a hug.
Okay, I'll give her a hug.
Do you want one? Because
Okay.
I want
You
one.
got
Roll to comfort or support, Jackie.
You have
Or
to
babe.
give a hug to get one.
Yeah. They ain't free.
10 plus 1 is 11. Minus 2 is 9.
On a hit, which it is, you can mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels.
Clear condition.
Or sorry, they mark potential. You don't clear condition. This is
Fuck.
for Babe. Babe, I might suggest clearing afraid,
Yes,
so that
I can
your directly engaged
engage.
threat to get out of this is
Yeah.
no longer -2. And all that not rolling to 10 means is you don't add
Team to the pool.
team to the pool, and you could have cleared a condition if you'd rolled higher than a 10.
Okay.
Well, I didn't have so many conditions.
So, Babe, with this comfort and support from Jackie, you could now attempt to directly engage a threat and
Yeah, I
break
want
out
to.
of
I was like,
hell.
okay, Jackie, I'm going to try to get us out of here. Let me try.
Oh!
10
10.
plus
Mm.
freak.
Plus danger.
Danger plus 1. That's 11. That's it.
You do it. So I think you just like
High five.
you start like focusing, like you got to get out of this, like you're powering up, and you start like at first in the fiction, like you start physically melting. The like room starts like turning and melting to lava around you, and then it sort of just like melts away like it's paint, and you're in
Bosh hell.
You're in Bosch hell. You're in hell. So you're out of the lab and in hell.
Babe just like looks around like, this place looks awful.
Yeah, but okay, I think if what happened to you and what happened to me is like a pattern, then these guys need saving from their own personal hells as well.
Okay, so how did you come into my hell?
I touched you.
Oh, more touching. Okay.
Power of hugs.
Yeah.
Power of friendship.
The power of friendship.
Okay. So I guess
Should we split up and maybe try and get each tackle one, or like, do you want to go?
I'm scared to go alone.
Okay, let's go together.
Okay.
Hey, who do you touch next?
Let's do Jason's clown lobster hell.
Okay.
Okay. You go both put a hand on Jason's shoulder, reaching through the hellfire, and suddenly
You touched my boob.
you are standing
Oh, sorry,
next
it's
to
great. It's a great pectoral.
You're standing next
well-sculpted
to
muscle.
a fetal position, Jason,
Uh-huh.
and towering over you are two ghost clowns that kind of look like his parents.
Oh my god.
And a big lobster man who's just like making burbling noises in what you swear is a Boston accent. And do you kind of understand the burbling noises that he's calling Jason a racist?
Oh my god.
I kind of want to interject with something. Is this a nightmare or is this like actually hell?
This is hell.
Okay. Then I want to make a suggestion
Sure.
because so far this is a little PG.
Okay. Yeah. Fire away, my guy. Let's earn that explicit rating.
PG-13.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this we're at PG-13. I want to kind of, let's bump it up a bit. Maybe
14A. Woo.
Are we going full NC-17 here?
yeah, I was in fetal position,
Mhm.
but when you enter the personal hell, I am now being held upside down by the ghost clowns, and the lobster is like ripping my limbs off.
Are they like keep growing back?
Yeah, and they like keep growing back and like rips out like my liver and spleen and whatever, and then that just like keeps regrowing, and like my like superpowers are like going crazy, and like my body's like stitching together incorrectly, and the lobster keeps like
Jackie looks at Babe.
Horrified.
They let go of Jason and go deal with a different one.
Like, we have to come back to him later.
No, I think sooner rather than later is.
This is now immediate.
Before he's too psychologically scarred from it.
Yeah.
Jackie's gonna go up to the lobster man and wave her fingers to try and turn him into just like a cooked lobster.
Okay. I think this is an unleash your powers.
get cooked.
Get cooked, motherfucker. Oh, that was not good.
No.
3.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
This hell vision starts filling up with boiling water as you realize that you are in
A giant sauce pot.
a giant sauce pot. Also, I think this triggers your doom track more. I gotta double check what that does.
You
Don't forget to mark that
you
potential.
get potential.
Also mark potential.
Man, really failing upwards like a white man today.
Wow, so lucky.
I'm gunning for that promotion.
You do have potential.
So do add 1 to your doom track. And has that
vision of-
filled your doom track?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
Gets a vision of hell while in hell.
Wow. That's
Maybe I get a
like-
vision of what Campion's doing.
Yeah, I think you do. You get, it's a weird vision because you're expecting like chaos and stuff, but Cambion is sitting in what looks like someone high-powered's corporate office, but you cannot see who they're meeting with.
Oh, I do like that.
Is Cambion in like a suit or something with a little tie?
The evil was capitalism the whole time, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Cambion is in a sharp suit dress.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
that.
I do like that.
Yeah. I try and look around in this vision to see if I can recognize anybody else.
I think you're just pulled out of it so quickly.
Okay, cool. And then Jackie, when she's in this boiling pot of water, tries to snap Jason out of it. She's like, Jason, none of this is real. We're in hell. And this is hell, but this is your personal. Anyways, the ghosts aren't real. The lobster man, not real. Like, you gotta fight against it. And Babe's here too.
Are the ghosts like actual ghosts where like they're not like corporeal?
Oh, well, they only were revealed as that when they took their like human face masks off.
Okay.
So it's basically just like
Their
like
bodies.
clothes. And then there's like out of the neck hole of is like a ghost head that's also in clown makeup and a clown wig.
Okay.
I would like to say, since both Jackie and Babe are my current love and rivals.
Mhm.
Oh no, sorry.
Wait, I thought I was.
Yeah, you were. Never mind. But
I thought I was your love.
This is spelling of Babe is Kevein.
I don't.
It's a
I
weird
was,
spell-
I was
weird
looking down
spelling.
here for some reason. I was looking at my influence, not my. But either way, Jackie's in trouble.
Mhm.
So I think that's like enough for me to at least like try to resist what's happening and
Okay.
like bust out of the.
What?
Yeah,
And I will ask,
torture
are you
vibe.
resisting the like whole scene or are you resisting the fiction? Like just trying to break out of the grasp?
I think for now, just the fiction. I don't think
Okay.
I fully understand that this isn't real yet. So I'm just like, I see Jackie.
We gotta hug him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see
Yes,
Jackie
the
in
power of
trouble,
hugs.
and I like get angry, and I
Okay.
bust out or
Right, so you can
attempt.
directly engage a threat here, but it's still within the fiction of the scene.
I think I get something because I am angry. Yeah, when I am. Oh no, this is not unleash. This is directly engage.
Directly engage.
Okay, so I don't get.
Unless you want to do this by unleashing your powers.
I think that'd be. Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Are you just trying to like full black hole? Or
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
or like
reverse, like
yeah, I
a
do like a repulsion.
supernova?
Yeah, supernova thing, and just try to like blast everyone away from me.
Blast him.
Blast them. So I get +3. Ooh. So that's 8.
and you don't have hopeless marked, do you, as a condition?
I do not.
You do not. Okay. So this is just temporary. So I think it's just the same thing. You repel, you break loose, you fall to the ground, and you kind of like feel like depowered at this moment.
Could I add that with my repulsion? Because it's just full on blast. It's like enough to maybe at least like knock the pot over.
Sure. Yeah.
And then Jackie kind of like falls out of the boiling pot.
You're all inside of the pot. The whole thing is the pot.
Yeah, sorry. The pot falls over too, and then
the pot falls over
Yeah.
because as hell. You see at the opening of the pot after the little bit of water that was filling up in here drains. There is just a burning element. So there's the fire. You'd be out of this frying pan and into the fire if you try and leave.
Good.
Well, in either case, I want to get out of here.
But you and Jackie and Babe are together now.
Babe, we gotta hug him.
Okay. Hug. Group hug. Group hug.
Comfort this man.
Okay, I'm going to try to comfort.
Okay.
Oh, comfort this man. I thought you said come for this man.
Babe runs and hugs you, and Babe, you can roll to comfort or support. So roll plus mundane.
Roll plus mundane. Okay.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, 8, 9.
So you don't get to clear condition or add team to the pool, but Jason, you can either mark potential, clear condition, or shift your labels.
Is this an addition?
Oh, sorry. This is shift the labels if they open up to you. So in this case, no, but you can clear condition then.
I do have 2. Okay. Is this like in addition to me getting taken out of this?
No,
hellscape?
you're just comforted.
Oh.
You're still in the hell vision.
Okay. Well, I am no longer insecure.
Oh, that's nice.
But you could now, if you want to try and directly engage a threat with the support of your friends, break out of your personal hell.
Okay.
Let's all use our powers or
Do I
something.
know how to do that?
No, I think it was, Babe just kind of focused and it worked. Focused on not being here, basically.
Okay. Well, until you two tell me what I need to do, I'm just going to be still angry and I'm going to start lashing out at my captors.
Okay.
Oh.
So now I think I might try to directly engage a threat and
Got
I'm
it.
actually start throwing hands.
Okay. Yeah, you start throwing hands at these giant things.
Okay.
Roll to directly engage that.
Get punched. Damn. 7.
Well,
Also, I would like to add, I'm going to use in a china shop. I don't know, if there is much stuff around here, but it says you can cause significant collateral damage to your environment when I engage a threat,
Okay.
even on a miss.
I have
So
time for that.
Sweet.
So you're swinging. You're going to take, you can choose one from the list because you partially succeeded.
Okay.
Probably resist in this case.
Yeah.
So you're just throwing hands. You're they're shrinking down to size, very end of it happening as you're fighting back against your fears. But I think we're going to just take a quick cut to the outside, to the hell side of things, where we see Jason in a trance, still angry in his face, and we've got Jackie and Babe have hands on your shoulders, and your personal gravity is starting to cause quakes out here, and rocks are falling around you in hell. Things are getting dangerous out here, and I think you probably feel it in here as as if the pot is rolling around on the stove, tossing people around.
Okay.
Jason's still clearly not grasping this, even though you comfort him. What are you two?
Jason, it's an illusion. Fighting an illusion is you gotta focus your will to dispel the illusion.
I want to slap Jason and say, "Snap out of it!" Snap
out of it.
Yeah.
To make this just a little bit harder for the two of you, I am currently angry and I am just lashing out at
anything.
at them, specifically the captors.
You gotta fight the darkness.
Gotta fight the dragon. What do you think I'm doing?
Kiss him.
Slap him.
Yeah.
Slap him like Cher.
Yeah.
If you can make me not angry, I think that might be enough to slap me out of this or shake me out of this.
We already tried hugging you.
Yeah.
Hug him harder.
You could try and open up to him. Tell him how important he is to you or whatever.
Jason. Whatever. Jason, you're a part of this team. You have to listen to us. We got to get out of here. This isn't real. This isn't real.
We appreciate all your support, and we appreciate your big muscles, and you're always there to lend a hand, and and your guitar riffs are really great.
Yeah, you're a really great musician. Your cats are cool.
Okay. So what I think
You
here
have
is,
cool clothes.
you are attempting to provoke Jason into doing the thing you want him to do, which is focus.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll plus superior, Babe. Jackie, you could use that team point to support and give a +1.
Yeah, because I've got -1 superior.
So 7.
-1.
+1.
7.
7. So you can choose one from this. If they do it, add a team to the pool. If they don't do it, they mark an additional condition. This is what Jason would have to do.
Okay, actually,
You want...
to add to the fiction, you're complimenting me, and there's a moment where
But she's also saying you're part of the team. You got to focus and focus on getting out of here. Not on,
This is not
fighting
real.
Okay.
We
So
have to work together.
So quite literally, I stop fighting, and I'm like, how do I focus? What do I do?
Let's hold hands and
which
think
one are
about.
you choosing? Don't do it or do it. Add team to a pool or make him take a condition if he doesn't. Sounds like he's going to try, so maybe add team to a
let's
pool.
let's add
Okay.
team to let's add TP.
So you got another team point. Jason, you can now try and focus with their help guiding you to directly
we
engage
hold
with fire.
hands.
Yeah, we hold hands. Like, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Imagine we're back at our kind of okay house on campus. And we're just like, eating junk food, having fun.
Playing video games.
Yeah, playing video games. Just like being friends.
Okay.
Think of a happy place. Think of like your good memories. Think of it like if your happy place is at home playing video games. If it's on the hockey arena, if it's playing in your band, you got to focus on something that's positive that'll help snap you out all this negativity that's currently surrounding us and evil.
Meow. Picture your cat.
I picture all of us at our house, but we're all kind of like doing our own thing. We got cat vibes where we're not physically engaging with each other, but we're next to each other.
Parallel play.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you can roll to directly engage a threat. I think just because that's like good fictiony stuff, I'm going to give you a +1, and then you can also spend a team point if you want to
We'll see
add
what
another +1. So roll plus danger.
6 plus 2 is 8. I could get that up to a 10 if I spend both.
Let's do it.
All right.
Nice.
So
Perfect
I guess
10. So you break out. Everything just like fades away. I think it's like the sound of the like flames and the laughter from the clowns and the burbling from the lobster, all sorts of fades away, and it's nice and calm. And then the screams of hell kind of pick up, and you are awake in hell with your two friends, hands on your shoulder, and you can see both Kevin and Artemis are wreathed in flames with grimaces on their face. And also a slightly weird thing with Artemis is doing that, like, the movie, like, demon shake thing.
Yeah.
It's the head kind of, like, splits into two heads for a second and then come back
spooky.
together.
I don't even want to tackle that.
And Kevin just looks sad. Yeah. And I do want to briefly cut into Artemis's head see what's going on here. It's really up to you. I'm only in control of the fact that you're in the Archer compound.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you were about to attack
Yeah.
other Artemis.
So Artemis Q is attacking and Artemis Prime is like dodging, like, hey, whoa, I don't even know what's going on. Like, why are you me? Are you not me? Like, what the fuck? And just kind of like dodging, and Artemis Q is making like big, like overly telegraphed hits. Like it's a villain fight.
Yeah.
And maybe like, cause it's like a dream, it's hell, it's a hell spawning from the split mind of Artemis. I think finally, after like dodging several of these and getting kind of winded, Artemis Prime is like, oh, fuck it. And just like from somewhere pulls out a giant hammer. I just want this to be like a comical, like anime fight.
You pull out your hammer arrow.
Yeah. I'm thinking like Ramona from Scott Pilgrim. So it's like a comically, cartoonishly large hammer. It's not even an arrow.
Yeah, and I think you grab. I just imagine you grab like the end of an arrow and like pull out something that shouldn't fit in your quiver.
Yeah. And it's a hammer. So now it's hammer versus sword fight. And they're fighting, and like the lighting's changing depending on who's got the upper hand. It's kind of like red versus blue, innie versus outie.
But I feel like you're like match, like
evenly.
Evenly,
Yeah,
because
so-
you're fighting yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
I do think in close combat, I think Artemis Prime is still a bit on the back foot.
yeah, definitely. But she's got a big long weapon,
Yeah.
so it's kind of giving her a little bit of not advantage, but at least protection. And then she trips, and then we can cut back to whatever else is going on.
I have a reason for the trip, actually, that I want to just to up the hellness of it.
Okay.
You're fighting, and you're like on the back foot. Artemis Prime, anyways, thinking like, oh, I might be able to do this. Artemis Q is like, yeah, I'm gonna win. And then like the doors open, and your dad steps in, like with like a clipboard, like he's evaluating, and he says, "My real daughter would win."
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And then Artemis Prime trips.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like his face is in shadow, and you can only see the like glasses.
Very anime.
Yeah, it's very anime, very like, I don't know, Powerpuff Girls is in my head. Or Scott Pilgrim. It's like this fight is happening in cartoon world for some reason.
which is so much different from comic book world.
Also because you mentioned it, Sin City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kevin.
Yeah, this is very much like Frank Miller Shadows.
Yeah, there's like not a lot of colors.
It's just the like red of Artemis Q's outfit kind of thing.
And like the shadows for Artemis Prime are blue, so you can tell them apart.
Yeah, and then that arrival of your dad causes Artemis Prime to trip, and
because Artemis Q would be ready for that.
Yeah, I think Artemis Prime unfortunately cares a little bit more about what her dad thinks.
Yeah.
And we cut back out to hell.
Good.
I think you just see like a pained expression on Artemis' face.
I mean, I want to get everybody out, but Jason, so what has worked is jumping in by touching our friend's shoulder and then helping them work out of their own hell. So let's maybe do that for and let Kevin go, because what's going on with Artemis looks a little bit beyond what we could help with.
We need more people.
Plus, we need more people. Love, so.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
And Artemis has been weird this semester.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Something's going on with her.
Artemis kind of sucks. Maybe this will be good for her.
She could fight some of her own demons.
She can work something out.
Yeah.
And Kevin's just physically closer to us.
I mean, she's like 5 feet further away.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so far.
I just feel bad for Cat. Look, he looks so sad.
You can hear the Charlie Brown music playing, but it's a trance version. You're listening to 1079 CKQT, home of the cuties at the University of Western University. I am Kevin Dance, and in the absence of Sports Night, there have been reports from Hell's Kitchen of a new person running around in the iconic outfit. No one has gotten a good look yet, but rumor has it that it's a woman behind the jersey. I'm not one to wildly speculate, but maybe it could be a current or even former lover of the man who can't be scared. We're going to take a quick break to pay some bills, but then we will be right back with Peach Pact and their new song, Ajax.
I'm no tech genius, but I knew if I wanted my business to crush it, I needed a website now. Thankfully, Bluehost made it easy. I customized, optimized, and monetized everything exactly how I wanted with AI. In minutes, my site was up. I couldn't believe it. The search engine tools even helped me get more site visitors. Whatever your passion project is, you can set it up with Bluehost. With their 30-day money-back guarantee, what do you got to lose? Head to Bluehost.com. That's BLUEHOST.com to start now.
Like a movie scene.
All right, let's get Kevin.
All right, you all touch hands to Kevin,
'Kay.
and you are sucked into. All of you sort of like find yourself like, oh god, we're in like mid jump between buildings.
Oh, right, because he was patrolling.
Yeah, as you see, Dark Cadence is doing the like daredevil like run and jump between buildings.
He's in a minor key now.
yeah, it's nighttime. And you see he jumps into some dudes who've been like robbing a building or coming out on the roof and starts like beating them up.
Mm-hmm. He's live streaming it because he has to prove himself again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of cringe, the direction he's going. He's like, you can tell he really wants it, but like a little too much, It's like, yeah.
So we're like, we got a little bit of a vantage point. We're not like immediately next to.
Oh, and I think you can see like screens, like the big like TV screens, like city, like TV news screens and stuff are basically being like, Cadence canceled? ?
Yeah, I just yell from like a little bit further back as we're watching this bank robbery fight. Just like, Kevin! Hey, Kevin!
We're still your friends, Kevin.
What you doing?
Here. Over here.
He's-
We can help.
He's just like focused in on the fight right now. He's kind of ignoring you. He's
Shoot,
just
I don't think he can hear us.
Oh.
Okay, quick, pants him. No,
That'll really get him to notice us. Just nag him a little bit.
yeah. Hey, piece of shit. No, throw a punch better than that.
then he responds. No.
Yeah,
No, I think we just jump down next to the fight.
yeah, and maybe get help in the fight and be like,
Fighting off whoever he's fighting.
Yeah, they're just like bank robbers. Like I just
Yeah.
walk over to one of them and just like do the like Luke Cage karate chop, and just knock one of them out. Like, yo, dude.
Yeah, there's no need to roll. You guys like beat
Yeah.
up these
I'll shake the ground a little
regular
bit.
people
Yeah.
quite quickly. So maybe Jackie is still in Jackie form.
Well,
Still trying to fight a guy.
she's doing like magic stuff. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she opens a portal and like gives him a wedgie. I don't.
Your parents one of them.
Yeah. So embarrassed. He runs. Oh, jeez. He runs away. Kevin, we're your friends. Like, don't look at anything around you. Don't look at none of it is real. You haven't been canceled. Like, you're still who you are.
No, I failed everyone. I need to make up for it because I have the condition guilty, but I feel like the Catholicness of this hell is really ramping that up.
Okay, but look, we're still here.
See, I thought we were in Protestant hell. So
Kevin, we're still here. We're still like your friends.
you didn't fail us.
Yeah.
But I failed.
Well, that outfit
Her
is not
and-
looking really great, but
Whoa.
I've seen better on you, Kevin. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's not supposed to look good right now.
Oh no.
Really does nothing for your butt.
Yeah, you got to do something else. All your other tights look better.
Okay, I'll change tights again, but I still need to make it up to.
Wait, to who?
I failed her.
Who?
Proxima, she's dead because of me.
Well, she's not
Oh.
actually dead though.
No, I think she's alive,
I
unfortunately.
saw her body.
Oh, yeah, that's not real. Yeah, it took me a second too, but yeah, this is not real.
You're in your own personal hell right now. So if your personal hell is that you killed Proxima and you got canceled,
I didn't kill her, caused her death.
Have to wear pants that don't make your butt look good.
you're punished.
That's the thing that kind of snaps them out. Like, huh. So, why are you guys here?
We're touched.
We touched your shoulder gently. We've entered into your personal hell, and now we're trying to get you out of here.
Yes, exactly that.
Were you guys all in
Yeah,
things?
and they helped me, and now we're helping you. And
Yeah.
we need you to help come with us so we can help Artemis next.
But Jackie, she didn't have to. She helped herself, which is pretty cool.
Not bad.
I saw this vision. I know.
Oh yeah, your vision.
I told you guys.
I know. Sorry, I forgot.
I told you guys. I thought
I
maybe
didn't write it in my diary that
giving
night.
giving you a warning that like, hey, a lobster and some clowns might come after you or something like that might have snapped you out of it. But I knew immediately when I was in my personal hell that we're in hell and they are going to show us the worst things that we could possibly come up with to torture us. So you got to fight against being tortured by this. You got to rise above it. And
we're here to help you.
you can. What worked for Jason is thinking some good thoughts. We also gave him a hug. We could do that for
Yeah.
you as
Would
well.
you like a hug too? A group hug?
You see Cadence very slowly. He took one of that turn of phrase to heart. You see Cadence very slowly lift off the ground, and out of nowhere, getting louder and louder and louder, Josh Groban is playing.
All right. Directly engage a threat.
With Josh Groban.
Okay, that's 8 plus 0 with no conditions. That's an 8.
You can choose one from the list. Probably in this case,
Resist.
if
Yeah.
you don't want to take another condition.
Sure.
And you break free of your own personal hell. Surprise, Josh Groban's still playing in real hell.
It's a trance remix.
It's a trance remix, as we have established.
You hear someone in the distance scream, "No, not Josh Groban!"
No, he's really a nice guy, I swear.
You've seen him on shows. He's funny.
Yeah.
Josh Groban's actually the devil down here.
He's the puppet master.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Groban goes, "Surprise, I'm the devil from the Bible."
Okay.
Josh Groban, you seem like an okay dude.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Honestly, it's actually not much better out here than in there, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hell is less personalized out here. Just
but you
general
got-
horror.
you got your hair back, though.
Oh, thank gosh.
Checks his butt. It's
Looking
still flat.
good.
No.
It's just the lighting in here is not great.
The lighting in here makes everyone's butt look bad.
Babe is so unhappy.
It's like an H&M change room.
Except
What
if
is the
Nightwing was
lighting
in here,
doing
somehow
in
he
here?
resists.
Wraith.
Wraith, yeah.
What is the
Yeah. It's like,
None of it's good. It's all overhead lighting,
Yeah.
like neon,
You're like sweating.
not
in
neon
there.
fluorescence.
Yeah.
So after a minute of appreciating the fact that you're in hell and it's bad, you all
Her
look
butts all look awful.
to Artemis. You see Artemis still kind of looking like she's pained and like flinching, like it's like a dog dreaming they're in a fight. Kind of.
Twitchy legs.
And before you get to Artemis to touch her, I want to just jump quickly back in. What's the situation now? If probably like a minute has passed in hell time in your,
Like a minute has passed in the fight.
or yeah, some time has passed in the fight, or like
Okay.
yeah, what?
Okay, so last we saw Artemis Prime had tripped, and I think in the time since we cut away, Artemis Q has stabbed her in the gut and is standing over Artemis Prime with the sword like, I get to be in charge.
Shit.
If you surrender, you can stay alive in the back of my head.
Okay, what does Artemis Prime do? Do you want this to be resolved before these guys show up?
No, I want them to show up in the middle of this.
Okay, so as soon as you say that, you all put your hands on Artemis respectfully, and you appear in
No touching the no-no zone.
in this very dramatically lit version of the Archer compound gym.
Yeah.
You can
Oh, the
see
shadows in here are whack.
in shadows, Artemis is dead, is standing sort of framed in a doorway with a clipboard, making notes, and you see one version of Artemis standing over. I guess everyone would kind of recognize this as the outfit Artemis wore in the other universe,
And the haircut.
and the haircut standing over the Artemis you're familiar with.
It's very dramatically backlit, and like there's a breeze from somewhere.
And like cherry blossom.
Yeah.
Is the sword still in Artemis Prime's gut at this moment?
It was a dagger.
It was a dagger.
Artemis Q pulled a dagger at the last second. You know that where you're like at an impasse and then you look down and there's a dagger in your gut?
So it's probably still in there.
Yeah. Because you don't pull it out.
Yeah. So
You bleed- that's how you
Artemis
bleed
Prime
out.
on her back, being like stood over by Artemis Q.
Yeah.
Artemis Prime has a dagger in the gut. You probably can't hear what they're saying as you come in.
What the fuck? Why is there two of them? I saw this in my dream, in my vision, but I didn't think it was real.
I don't know if this is going to work down here, but attempt to make a construct and just like battering ram Artemis off of Artemis.
Yeah,
wanna
I just yell,
say
stop!
It doesn't work. Can I say that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because like this is my personal hell.
Yep.
Artemis Q's personal hell.
It's both of their personal hells.
Yeah.
I think part of Artemis Prime's personal hell is their friends being unable to save
Distinctly.
her.
Oh.
Yeah, so Cadence just puts a hand out and nothing happens, and he just kind of looks at it like, oh shit, guys.
I think this might be a tackling situation, but we should probably get them separated.
And then Artemis Q like looks over the door that you came through and says, none of you should be here. And gets into a defensive pose.
Oh, no. We don't want to fight you. We're trying to help you because this is hell.
You're trying to help her.
Artemis Prime, Artemis Q just turned her back to you.
Tiny dagger from the boot. Slash at her tendons.
Okay, directly engage a threat, please.
Yucky.
This is a life or death situation.
Yeah.
Directly engage a threat. Okay, I'm not afraid. 9.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dang.
Do you have anything that can modify that beyond that?
We have no team points
I
left.
don't
Oh, yeah.
think so.
So actually, I think this is you are now
It's a new
entering a fight.
encounter.
You are fighting Artemis Q now for Artemis Prime's
Soul?
soul, I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have now entered a fight. I think the leader is Artemis Prime
Mhm.
because it's her hell. Does Artemis have influence over everybody?
No.
Okay. Does everyone have the same purpose in this fight?
Yes.
I have no idea what this fight is. So
Well, I said separate them.
okay.
So
Okay, yeah, so separate
yeah.
them.
Yeah, or like stop this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep them separated.
I think Artemis Prime would also be on that page.
Yeah.
She doesn't actually want to kill her other self. That's
Yeah.
weird
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll
and
put
fucked up.
add a point. Does any team member mistrust the leader or the team? I think no in this. I think
Not regular
that's not
Artemis.
happening.
Yeah,
No.
not Artemis Prime.
And
Well, we don't know what's going on.
that's it. I do
So-
think you guys are ill prepared to
Yeah.
deal with
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 team in the pool.
Okay.
Right now.
So you want to bump that up to a 10?
Well, somebody has to
Well,
help because you
somebody
can't
would have to
put your
have,
labels up
help.
anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So helping Artemis Prime with the
Yeah.
small dagger.
Would it be helping having distracted Artemis Q? Because we popped in and distracted her, and that's
I mean,
how.
yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
allow it.
yeah.
I'll allow it.
Literally
I'll take that one team away
caused
from
her
you.
to turn
You spend
around.
the
Yeah,
team?
yeah.
Yeah. So that gives a +1,
Nice.
which makes that a 10.
Okay.
So you can select 2 from directly engage a threat.
I'm going to resist or avoid their blows and create an opportunity for my allies.
Okay. You slash the Achilles tendon on one of the ankles of Artemis Q,
Ouch.
and she drops to a knee and like screams some very not nice things about you.
I'm going to grab her sword. And I start running.
Weakling.
I run alongside Jason.
Okay. I'm going to try to take the sword. I like literally dive because Artemis Q falls to the ground.
Well, she's on
Fell
her
to a
knee.
knee.
Or,
Yeah.
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 But so like,
She still has one working leg.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
You
I
have an
just-
opening, I think, before she takes what would effectively be a villain move, which is against to make a move against you.
Yeah. So I literally like dive, tackle, but not Artemis Q for the sword and try to wrestle the sword out of.
Okay. I
Her
think
hand.
this counts as a defend someone, I think.
Mm.
Because you're trying to defend Artemis Prime from the immediate threat of which is probably that Artemis
Yeah.
Q will try and stab her.
Yeah.
Turn
Okay.
around and stab her.
More stabbing.
Defend is.
Roll savior.
Savior.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't got too bad savior. Oh.
But you got too bad roll?
I could potentially use this. How does the using the team pool selfish?
Well, I was gonna say
You
Kevin.
can only get a +1.
Oh, unless you help because
I
you're
was
running with me.
because Kevin just as soon as you started booking, Kevin started sprinting
but
as
that
well.
would only push it up to a 6, right?
That's
So
right.
did-
No. Sorry, I'm at a 5. +1 is I'm at a 6.
You're at
Yeah,
Okay.
so I add that to
So you can
make
push
it a
it to a
7.
7.
I could
yeah.
push it up to a 7. Because what would happen if I fail?
stabby,
On a
stabby, stabby, stabby.
fail, Artemis Prime would get stabbed and would take a condition.
Okay.
Mhm.
Should I be keeping track of 2 different conditions here now?
Yeah, I think you might want to split it at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, so on a 7 and 9, it costs me. I expose myself to the danger or escalate the situation. Add.
So regardless, you're going to keep, if you get it up to a 7, you'll keep Artemis Prime safe and you will choose one from the list.
Okay.
But you would also expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
Yeah, I clearly expose myself to danger. So we're running together and like, I don't know how you want to narrate, like helping me.
Because you said you were going for the sword.
Yeah, I literally died.
And I'm just gonna go like body block Artemis Q
Okay.
or whoever this.
That would be
Crimson
directly
Bandit.
engaging a threat. I think you maybe could like dive and like push Artemis Prime out of the way.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure,
this
to
is
help.
just like narratively using the team pool.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
to get that buzz. Yeah.
Or
That's what I'm saying. Like tackling Artemis Q would be like,
Oh, yeah.
that would be more than just helping.
Yeah.
you.
Gotcha.
So I think you're able to,
or maybe
like-
so maybe Phil's going for like the sword because you said going for the sword and I'm just going for the other arm just to like restrain.
Okay, yeah, you grab the other arm maybe of Artemis Q briefly, like I think, which distracts her for a second before she tries to stab Artemis Prime.
Mhm.
And then the exposing yourself to danger, I think, Jason, you get stabbed. And so you like step in front of the stab.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You take the sword by getting stabbed with it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
But
But
you don't remove the sword from her. You're stabbed, you've protected Artemis Q.
okay, so I don't
Or Prime.
disarm.
You don't disarm.
Okay.
But you've successfully defended Artemis Q here. I
Okay,
think.
cool.
Prime.
Artemis Prime.
Prime. Sorry. It's confusing.
Yeah.
So I take a stab. What does that mean? Do I
just
just
take a
Probably.
condition? Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna become. I don't know. We'll try something. I'll
Oh,
become.
but you can. So then you can choose one from the list as well,
Ooh, right.
which is add team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Probably want to clear a condition
Unless we want to add a team point just to have maybe.
Just in
to have one
case.
going
I
forward.
think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
fictionally would make more
Yeah.
sense
Yeah.
than clearing
Yeah.
a condition
Yeah,
while
yeah.
you've just been stabbed.
Yeah. So I am now afraid.
Okay.
because Artemis Q is quick. I don't know. There's like a weird situation where I grab the sword and like dive for it and like wrestle, but somehow like Artemis Q does some weird thing where like pulls it out of my hand, cuts my hands, and now there still are.
Yeah, even that. Maybe that's what it is. Like you go to grab the sword, you don't get like fully gut stabbed or whatever, but like your hand is all sliced up.
And maybe you're afraid because you just realized you don't have your powers.
Exactly. So I'm scared.
And Artemis Q is able to like kick out of Kevin's grabbing the arm, and so now
Just
everyone's
does a
sort of
backflip.
facing you down. Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Jackie,
what
babe,
I do.
what are you up to?
Babe, we should protect the other Artemis.
Okay.
And I mean, at least get them separated.
So should we pull the other Artemis, like just like literally pull her back behind us and let's like
Yeah. I would get in between the two of them.
Yeah. So that's what we do. We take Artemis.
Because we don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Yet. We don't like, these are two different Artemises.
Yeah.
They kind of both look like Artemis.
Well, you do recognize
They
Artemis.
both look exactly like Artemis.
Yeah.
You know, like one has long hair but we don't like, we're like, okay, because in the mirror universe, Artemis looked like that. So but it was still our Artemis. So like, how are we supposed to know that it's Artemis Q? So yeah. So we're going to run over and try and get in between the two of them.
Yeah.
Okay. As you were running because of having taken a condition, Artemis Q gets to make a villain move.
Should I mark another condition for
That was from
Q?
when she got the tendons cut, would have been taken a condition
Oh, okay.
in that moment, which I guess would be an additional, because I don't know if you marked anything at that point.
I didn't mark anything at that point. I just split them, but they have the same conditions from pre-existing.
Yes.
Okay.
So then you would add one to Artemis Q.
Okay. But should Artemis Prime also take a condition because she got stabbed?
Yeah, let's say yes.
Okay.
We end up killing both Artemises. Oh no!
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay.
We get Husk Artemis back. No soul.
Okay. They
Okay.
both have 3 conditions.
Got it. What is the villain move? You can just this is more of like, you can just
I
kind
can
of
just make up
describe a
some
thing that
shit?
happens
Okay.
because it's a hard move. So it can
Okay.
literally be like, I successfully stabbed someone. Oh, I should say, in this hell, do either of the Artemises have their powers?
Yes, but if I may, I want to say that Artemis Q has her original powers,
That's
which includes mind control. Artemis Prime has her regular powers. So I feel like Artemis Q, now realizing that, is like, oh, hell yes. And I'm going to try to mind control Babe.
Yeah, that's the meanest thing that could happen. So, yeah.
One, I feel like she'd be susceptible.
Yeah.
And
Babe is gutted.
she's also the most dangerous.
Yeah. Okay, babe, you need to wither a powerful blow as Artemis Prime attempts to mind control you.
Oh, God. And this is roll low.
Plus conditions.
Ooh.
7.
8.
Okay, so
Damn,
you choose one from the 7 to 9 list, which is either lash out verbally and provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, so you'd be briefly controlled by Artemis Q. So I think Artemis Q could tell you to do one thing and you would have to do it, or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions. So you can resist Artemis Q's mind control.
That's the most interesting. I feel like Babe would be very susceptible, and I think she would believe that this was
2 Artemises? This is
Yeah.
my dream.
It's Artemis in your head
Yeah.
talking to you.
Yeah, she would love that actually. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna choose.
Okay, what's the one thing that Artemis makes Babe do?
I'm trying to decide how mean I'm going to be.
Do it.
Is Jackie right next to you?
Mm-hmm.
Kill Jackie.
But we don't have her powers, though. So
Yeah.
You just try and hit her. Or like,
You're just going to have to like try and punch Jackie.
I mean, Jackie's also just Jackie, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, the bar's not super high.
Yeah.
I guess I would know that you don't have your powers in this realm that I'm semi-controlling. Yeah, so it's not necessarily like kill Jackie. It's just like
Hurt her.
stop her, get her away from me.
Okay. So I think
Because Artemis Q also knows that Babe is the most powerful physically, but Jackie knows what's going on here.
Mhm.
So stop Jackie. Get her out of here.
Okay. Babe just like turns to Jackie and just gives her a shove.
well, what the frick, babe?
I don't think there's any rolls happening here. They're just now like,
yeah.
What are you doing, babe? Like, we gotta snap Artemis out of this.
her out of here, Babe.
She shoves Jackie again.
No, she calls out to
Get her out of here, and you will be my best friend.
Sweet, sweet music to Babe's mind.
Jackie's going to call out to Jason and Kevin and be like, I'm not sure what's going on, but Babe is shoving me?
Babe, what are you doing?
Do I say anything? I'm mind controlled. I think I just keep like shoving, trying to get Jackie out of like.
Jackie yells, "Try and snap Artemis out of this."
Slap Artemis. I'm right there.
One?
Yeah, which Artemis?
The one that cut my hands.
Oh, you can try.
I mean, I'd try.
I'm going to try to dodge.
All right, this would be directly engaging a threat for Jason.
Okay. Danger. Oh no, I'm afraid. So I have +0. This is a flat roll.
Oh, Jesus.
Snake eyes.
Mark potential.
Mark
Yay.
potential. You are not actually able to trade blows with Artemis Q, who just like is expertly stepping up. I think it's stepping away, and it's doing that like real bad knife fight thing where every blow you dodge, you like throw a dagger into like his leg, into his shoulder.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I don't have my powers, so I'm literally just like a bruiser, just like throwing haymakers.
Yeah.
Like I'm just hockey
you
fighting.
have like
fighting, yeah.
6 or 7 daggers in you now, like throwing daggers, and you've taken a condition.
Okay. I am now hopeless.
And I think as a hard move, because the DM hard move, those daggers are to loosen you up as you go in for what would effectively be a powerful blow here. So I need you to resist a powerful blow, to take a powerful blow, Jason. Roll plus conditions.
Snake eyes again. No. That's going to be
7?
9.
Oh.
no. Yeah, 9.
9. Okay, so you can choose one from that list. You can struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions, which I imagine would knock you out.
Yep. Yeah, I can't do that. I just give ground. So I give ground to Artemis Q.
Right. So yeah, Artemis Q is like coming in to try and behead you. I think you back away and like you like stumble back and like fall to the ground, backing away, and Artemis Q is able to kind of turn back around to the main focus.
Okay.
Stay down.
I don't know what to do.
And then just stalks over to Artemis Prime.
So we're in a gymnasium. Is there anything around us? Or is it just like an empty gymnasium?
Oh, there's probably like training bow staffs and swords and bows.
Training
and stuff.
dummies.
Yeah,
Training
I want
dummies.
to pick up, let's go with a bow staff and place myself between, you're stalking towards Artemis Prime, I'm
Mhm.
guessing? Yeah.
Okay, I think this is going to be a defend roll. As
Yep.
You're defending Artemis Prime.
13.
Okay. You're like kind of now in a like bow staff versus sword fight with Artemis Q, and just completely keeping them safe. And you can choose one from that list of team to the pool, influence over summon, clear condition. Might be good to build up some team pool
that's what I'm
here.
thinking.
Okay, that adds some team to the pool. Artemis Prime or Jackie, I would say. Is there something you want to do here?
Babe.
Also, I give them -2 to their roll, right? For a PC threat?
Artemis Q has ceased to be a PC threat in this case.
Okay.
Artemis Q has been run now as a...
Okay.
PC villain.
Babe, you know none of this is real. Why are you fighting me? Jackie realizes she's also on the back foot with these like shoves, and then she goes to try and she's like gets frustrated, like rattled. She actually tries to slap Babe because she's like, I don't know what else to do right now. This is fucking weird.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is Babe was only had the one effect because it was temporary on the take a powerful blow.
Mhm.
So I think this just no roll needed. You're slapped out. You're not like trying to push Jackie anymore. So you're out of that mind control.
Ow!
I'm sorry,
Jackie.
babe.
You were shoving me really hard.
Oh,
You remember everything.
I know, but it's because Artemis told me to.
I mean,
in my head?
Why would Artemis tell you to shove me?
She said that I would be her best friend.
Aren't you already pretty? Anyways, but we.
One of these Artemis is clearly evil. You hear Kevin say
I mean,
mid bow staff
Artemis
fight.
Prime can hear this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can one of you guys tell me what the fuck is going on here?
Okay.
The last thing I remember is we were in that weird nexus with the cutie and we were trying to play fucking music, and then myself started fighting me.
Wait a
explain?
second.
Can you hear all this?
Kevin, yeah, because we're just.
And I'm like,
I think everyone can hear everyone.
scooting back away from the myself and Kevin fight.
Yeah, this is anime where we're both like very far but also very close.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone can hear everything.
But Artemis,
there's an opportunity for Artemis Q to point out that your friends didn't even realize that it wasn't you.
Your friends didn't even know it wasn't you. How can they be your friends?
You look the same.
How did you, to Kevin, how did you not realize that your friend Artemis was completely different?
We had suspicions. We just thought she was going through some PTSD from being in a different universe and being evil.
You guys are just idiots.
That's
I
also
manipulated
true.
all of you.
No arguments there, but
Agreed. However, she turns to Artemis Prime and goes, Artemis, we're in hell right now, and if you can shake it, like we're in a personal hell right now, maybe we could get this other Artemis gone.
Okay, just gonna go back 1 second. We're in hell?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a whole thing. We were all in our personal hells, and then Jackie
This
was
is
like
your-
a hero, and she came to save me.
and she's
then,
been you for a while, and
And then we saved Jason, and then we saved Kevin.
Okay,
who was,
okay.
like,
Thank you,
looking
babe.
Really
Thank you for that
sad.
rundown. I appreciate it a lot. We're in hell.
Okay, well, you're in your personal hell right now, but we're also in hell.
We're also
but
in hell.
But that's okay. We can get out of hell. That's fine. We have some scrolls to get out of hell. But we need to shake this personal hell because we need to get you away from this other Artemis.
And how do I do that?
Oh,
we all just kind of thought real hard about it. Well, I just kind of thought real hard about it. I don't know what you guys did.
In this mode, as you're kind of distracted, Kevin, I think you catch a roundhouse kick to the face.
Sure.
And Artemis Q is going to do the leap attempt to stab Artemis Prime. So
Absolutely.
it's in midair. This
Yeah.
is not a hard move. This is a soft move for me. So someone can do something to try and stop this.
punch her
Otherwise,
in
if
the
you fail-
taint.
If you fail, Artemis Prime is going to take a powerful blow.
Okay.
But Artemis Prime could also attempt to directly engage in this moment as well.
I just got kicked in the face. Can't be me.
Artemis Prime
Mhm.
is going to roll out of the way.
Okay.
She still has a dagger in her gut, which she assumes is real.
Okay, so this is still going to be directly engaging. I guess if you're trying to roll out of the way, though, that might just be taking the powerful blow. So if anyone wants to intervene before that.
A punch her in the taint.
Okay, you can definitely attempt that.
A non-magical, non-high.
This is directly engaging a threat.
I still have so many conditions, but I'm going to try it. Maybe I'll be like, roll boxcars. Oh, no. I don't punch her in the taint.
Too slow.
No.
So is that a full fail?
Yeah.
You mark a condition and also mark potential.
I pass out.
As you run
Oh,
up
God.
to you run up to punch in the taint. She does have to sort of maneuver out of this thing as she somehow managed to twist in midair, maybe with some latent telekinesis we didn't know about is coming into play. Lands, slashes Jackie across the body to knock you back as you try and punch her, and then spins the sword and is charging at Artemis Prime again.
This is exactly what I would have done.
Does anyone else want to
Stu.
step in?
I leap. Because I'm kind of nearby anyway.
You were on the ground,
Yeah.
backing away from your trip.
So I've realized that I have no way to defeat Artemis Q. She's clearly a better fighter than me, so all I can do is offer my body.
Okay, you can attempt to defend, dive in front of the stab.
I dive in front of the stab.
Yeah, she's done a cool spin in the air, possible telekinesis, spun the sword around, and it's just it's coming down two-handed.
Yeah.
It's a katana, by the way, in case anyone wasn't sure.
Of course it is.
Okay, I got an 8.
You do keep them safe, but you expose yourself to danger, so I think you, again, take a condition
Okay.
as you get stabbed.
I'm going to say this is my last good attempt at defending.
I think I'll say this.
I'm now insecure.
You take the sword with you, so she's going to have to pull a different weapon, but
Yeah.
she's got them, I'm sure.
So I am insecure. I get stabbed, but I'm going to
another
add
team to the pool.
I'm going to add
Yeah.
another. So I take the sword
Mhm.
and I've just been stabbed through, and then I fall to the ground and be like, just tell her to kick rocks.
So you've successfully defended Artemis from that, so that's not taking a powerful blow there.
Okay, I want to jump in if I can.
Okay.
So Jason has just taken a full-on katana through the gut for me, Artemis Prime. And Artemis Q lands right in front of me, and she doesn't have a dagger in her hand yet, but she's about to. And so Artemis Prime, I will take the dagger from my own gut, pull it out, and stab her up.
Okay, directly engage a threat.
And then I look down, and then there's another dagger.
Because this is hell.
God damn it.
I was going to say, Lisa's take the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can we
so you can pick one from the list.
Can we
we pump it up?
Yeah.
Can I
Oh,
use
yeah.
Can I use my self-sacrifice to kind of
I
create
think
an opportunity?
you currently can't do anything.
Okay,
Because you've been stabbed. But
Kevin-
other
okay.
people could.
Yeah, Kevin
yeah,
just got roundhouse kicked, so he's he got shook for a moment,
Mhm.
but he's still fine.
Also, Babe is free and
I'm
clear to do stuff.
around.
So in the course of having had that bow staff versus sword fight, I'm sure the staff got split into multiple pieces. So he's maybe kind of on the ground or on a knee, and he just billy clubs one part of the bow staff into the back of Artemis Q's head while this stabbing is happening. So it gives a brief moment of like, bonk, ow.
I also want to make a suggestion for Babe.
Yeah.
Just run over and grab her arm. Because like Artemis Prime is stabbing up with this dagger that was in her gut.
Right.
And Artemis Q has just pulled another dagger and is about to stab. But if you just grab her elbow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab the daggered
So,
arm.
Since both of you are helping, you can spend 2 team points because you can spend them more than one in an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you spend 2, which gives a +2 to Artemis, which
Makes
makes
it
it
a
10, a full success.
Woohoo.
Nice.
So you still trade blows. You still would take a condition unless you choose
No, I'll take
to
it.
avoid blows, but you get 2 from the list.
I am going to impress Artemis Q. Her other self was better than she thought. And take something from them, which is control of the body.
Okay, yeah, I think that works. I think in this moment, as you're kind of like coming into your own Artemis Prime, when you pull the dagger from yourself, as you go to stab, it becomes an arrow that you're using to
Cool.
stab.
Yeah.
And you stab Artemis Q in the gut, and you have control. So if you attempt to break out of hell now,
Yeah.
you will be in control. But because you haven't marked all of Artemis Q's conditions, she'll still be in the back unless you want to finish her.
No, I don't want to finish her off yet. I'm going to mark another condition for her. So
Okay. What does everyone want to do? Artemis Q seems on the back foot. I guess you could also try and kill her in this space if you want to help Artemis Prime out.
I would say don't do that.
I feel,
I feel like
I wouldn't kill.
Still story things I want to work out with her maybe.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I would definitely like still try to encourage Artemis Prime to just like will herself out of this situation.
Yeah.
Give her a hug.
Yeah.
Hug time.
Ow.
It's very painful. And you still have a sword in your stomach.
I still have a sword, so I'm like crawling towards
You have a sword in your stomach. I am now bleeding out.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah,
None of
it's all
real.
fake. Don't forget, it's all fake. And I'm rubbing Artemis's back. It's okay, Artemis. It's okay.
The stab wound, it hurts
Okay,
a lot.
babe,
Are you
can
sure it's
roll
not real?
mundane to comfort and support
Okay.
Artemis Prime.
Yay.
11
Ooh.
plus 1, 12.
Okay, so that's a complete success. So on a hit, they hear you. They can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels. And on a 10 plus, you can also add team to the pool or clear a condition yourself.
Ooh.
I think you might
Yeah.
not be insecure anymore because
Yeah.
you realize
Yes.
that Artemis was being mean to you for the last like 6 months.
And it wasn't her,
It wasn't her.
actually.
I'm going to clear a condition. I'm going to clear angry.
You are now focused.
Oh, wait. Should I clear afraid so that I can directly engage a
Probably
threat better?
better,
yeah.
That's probably a better idea.
Your friends are behind you. You're not afraid anymore.
Yeah.
You're still pissed at Artemis Q.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. It's not real. That is 11,
More than-
14.
Nice.
With this
It's
not
not
real, you just like,
Real.
waves of your like power roll off of you and you blow this illusion to pieces and you're all back standing in hell.
Jackie, you still have that scroll, right?
Jackie is passed out.
Oh my god. Okay.
And in the distance from like below this cliff you hear "Ba-na-na, ba-na-na."
Oh, God, yeah. That's what the whole point. We got to get sports night.
oh my god.
And then I peek
I'm
over
gonna
the
say
cliff.
you can wake Jackie up and you can clear one condition as we move into a new scene, but you're still not doing great.
I am still so confused, you guys. But we're going to have to talk about a lot of things when we get out of hell. I think there's bigger problems.
Clearly.
Okay, Kevin. This is the first time I've seen you in like, I don't know how long. You could at least be nice. Jesus.
I was agreeing with you.
Really snarkily. I don't appreciate that.
She's been through a lot.
I do have the scroll, but yeah, we
Well,
should.
we got to find sports night.
we got let's
we
find
can't
sports.
come back here.
No.
Oh, we're looking for sports
Yeah, that's
night.
why we came here. You remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, you weren't there for the planning of this.
This is technically a class project.
Yeah, we're on a class project right now to get sports night out of hell.
The fuck class is this? Who chose this?
Advanced
Well, we-
Savior is I think what it is.
Yeah.
Why didn't you choose to do something easier?
'Cause
Safer. It's for a fucking
This
class.
gets us the A.
I mean,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
More
I feel
important
I feel
things.
bad that it's my
We're
fuck
here
up
already.
that ended up sending Sports Night to hell and that evil horse as well. But not so much the evil horse, but Sports Night didn't deserve to be in here.
Jason and I were down there and didn't pull him out with us, so
I we could have done that after the semester ended. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're here.
it just
We
all
have-
lined up.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
we'll get extra credit for really going to hell.
Maybe.
Come on.
That's
But I
what
do-
Wraith implied.
Just
I-
saved your friend.
Baby, baby's
Yeah.
like
Now we're
taking,
here,
Baby's
so-
taking pictures for the report.
I do.
Good call,
Does it
babe.
work? Do pictures
Your
in
camera-
hell work?
I mean, you can't. You don't have signal, but you can take photos. I mean,
Oh, weird.
Your phone might be haunted now, but
Oh, weird. The signal down here is Tellus? Who would have thought?
and it's shit.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, before we go save Sports Night from demons, babe, why are you wearing a dress?
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, no, I
Jackie
shouldn't have asked.
and we
She thought it was going to be a
got
party.
invites
Oh,
to
okay.
join a secret society, which was actually like a cult. Like, you remember the like tree thing with
no.
The hidden palm.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the hidden
We doxed
palm.
them. So they
And
started
then-
fucking with our
Shit.
lives.
And then we were invited to like a fun gala.
That's
and so
my
I thought it
fault.
was just like a party. So I was wearing my party dress.
Okay, well now you're wearing a dress in hell, so I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go save Sports
This
Night.
is all happening as we're walking to
Yeah.
wherever
well,
we
you
heard
walk
the...
to like the edge of the cliff, and you
Yeah.
can see below you. There's like a hell coliseum with like a bunch of demons cheering.
Man, other
And
Artemis.
Sports Night is currently fighting the Flamin' Hot Rancher, the now demonic Flamin' Hot Rancher, and her pale horseradish, who's now a like skeleton horse.
Man, I know there's worse things to complain about, but other Artemis really doesn't wear comfortable underwear, apparently.
Your butt looks great.
Thanks.
No, nobody's butt looks good here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's all a
sorry.
lie. That's
Usually.
a lie. Okay,
I'm
well,
seeing what I want to see.
okay, guys, let's head down to the Coliseum. We grab Sports Night, and then we get the fuck out of here.
That's the
Okay.
plan?
Okay.
No,
is
no,
that-
no, whoa.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Just give us a second. Give us a sec. We can't just jump in yet. I know we're in hell and we all want to get out. Jackie, when you read that scroll, is it like an immediate, like, poof, we're back?
Yes.
Okay, we're above the Coliseum right now. Do our powers work right now? Or was that just in the mind space?
Your powers
and I
are
tried to
working
do a
right
thing.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, our powers work. I can put us on a pedestal, basically. Just like shoot us down there. We just surround Sports Night, start reading from the thing as we're descending. And as soon as we hit the ground and surround Sports Night, finish, we're back in the real world. Is
Great.
that-
I
is
love
that.
that.
How this works?
I love that plan. Let's
Can
give
I-
it a shot.
All
Yeah.
right.
Can I open up the ground like to more lava, even though we're in the lava?
I think that I want to use this as the element of surprise. I don't want to
Okay.
make sure we're not coming. I know me and subtlety doesn't usually go along, but
No, that makes sense. The faster we can get this done, the sneakier we can get this done. That's
Exactly.
probably the better.
Okay.
And then we can go back to explaining what the fuck just happened.
yes.
Okay. Let's fucking go.
Okay, I think you can get down there without any rolls. I think this is a thing you can do normally with the
Mhm.
pedestal, with the platform sort
Well,
of thing.
let's make it a donut so that it just
Mhm.
like surrounds
Sure.
Sports Night once
Well,
we're
now
land.
you have to unleash your powers. A hole in things? Come on. No, you can do that, but it will be an unleash your powers for Jackie,
Mhm.
who is casting a complicated spell with the
Okay.
right timing.
Okay, Jackie, you can do this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
I
assuming.
have so many conditions is the thing.
We have a TP
We have a
that we can
TP.
use.
Yeah. The power of friendship.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're rolling plus freak.
Power of
we
friendship
could-
compels you.
Can we like hold hands? Will that work? Or like,
Do you have the condition that gives you a -2 to unleash your powers?
No.
Then
We're
I think
good.
we're good.
okay.
I cleared. That's the one I cleared. Please block scars.
Oh,
Close enough.
Close enough.
My vibes are really influencing this dice today.
Mhm.
12?
Okay, surprisingly, after all you've been through, this goes off without a hitch. Your pink donut just drops perfectly around
Oh,
Sports Night.
no, not a pink donut.
It's got to be pink. That's Kevin's
Yep,
powers.
yep.
With all of you riding it. So you're now
glowing donut.
surrounding Sports Night. The crowd is just kind of like stops for a second. The rancher like rears up, surprised to see you, and then Jackie finishes the spell, and you all disappear and
We
reappear.
grab him so that he
Yeah.
comes with
Yes.
us.
Well, he's
Yeah.
in the circle of
Oh,
the spell.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
He's in the center.
That's
of
what
the
I figured
donut.
with surrounding him.
Gotcha.
Would do.
Yeah, it's like a circle. You maybe take a little bit of hell dirt with you. And you all
It's proof.
reappear, are thrown out of a clothing rack at the Hot Topic in the Hell's Gate Mall, the bad guy mall, because it's a Hell's Gate. That's the nearest one
Yeah.
to get out of. Somehow you were all, just as a quirk of the spell, you were now like in that clothing. It's like pulled over top of whatever you were wearing.
Yeah.
You're all wearing weird band t-shirts.
Can I have a corn t-shirt?
Yes.
It's corn.
It's corn.
And you are back. How you doing? How you feeling?
Whiplash.
Are we physically hurt?
physically still have our...
Like wounds?
Only if you took wounds outside of the like imagined stuff.
Mm-mm.
So you didn't.
No.
So you're
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. You maybe still like can feel
Achy, yeah.
achy from
Like, do we
it.
still have the conditions?
You still have the conditions.
Yeah,
Okay.
just not
But
the physical wounds.
ones.
Okay.
Okay.
I literally wasn't impaled.
I think
Yeah.
I think instead of us all getting up and like being like, "Oh, what did I think we all should just collapse and be
Oh
like,
yeah, I just
oh my
like lie.
god.
I'm on
100%.
the floor in a Boondock Saints t-shirt, just like, ow.
You got a bunch of like fake lip piercings.
Yeah.
I'm wearing like 3 studded belts.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Just fully wrapped up in studded belts.
Yeah.
Studded belts and an Emily the Strange shirt.
Yeah. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Babe is just like laughing because she can't believe like what just happened. And she's just like, what?
We're gonna get an A. I feel it.
Oh, we
Oh.
better get an A.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to love her.
Sports Night's sitting there and he's in like a full WWE Attitude Era t-shirt.
Hey, Sports Night, you good?
Yeah, well, thank you. I will definitely write any sort of recommendation that you need.
Nice. We got to write a report on this for some class. I don't know, but
It's okay. We'll talk about it,
Oh,
Artemis.
you're going to love this Professor Hardy.
yeah.
Making fun of him.
And we will cut back to, I think, you guys working on putting your report together, and we will need to do the academic
Oh, God,
role.
that's right.
Can we make a poster?
Or video.
What I did on my trip to hell.
Oh, no.
We have pictures.
Jason's editing our video.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, I have some skills now.
I will say, babe, your phone is now permanently possessed by a minor demon.
Yes.
So your academic move here, you all need to roll plus savior, since that was the goal of this thing.
I got boxcars +3.
Nice.
Whoa.
I think I just maxed this game out.
I got
So
7.
you,
Yeah, me too.
Kevin, you
You
passed
don't
with
even
flying
know.
colors
I
as
marked
the like
potential.
leader of the team. You mark potential, and you shift savior up and down at any other label.
I got a 9.
You got a 9? Okay, so that is, you did all right. So you probably got a B for your portion of this, but you had to sacrifice something to make the cut. So you're either disappointed in an adult, maybe your moms did not want you to go to hell without telling them. You sacrificed your social life. I don't know if that's what happened. You lost your responsibility, or you hurt your academic standing.
I'm gonna, yeah, my moms are disappointed. They're like, where are you thinking going to hell? God damn it.
Also, if it has been revealed during all of this, you let Cambion loose on the world.
Oh.
We might have left that out of the school report, at least.
But Jackie's mom's
That's what we
found
do.
out.
Yeah.
We leave things out of school.
Okay, who is next on the roll?
I rolled a 12.
You pass with flying colors. So mark potential and shift savior up 1 and another label down 1.
Sorry, is this like for the project?
Yeah,
Or
this is the project.
so we got different grades for the
Yeah, you're
group
all-
project?
Do you get your own
Okay.
thing?
We all had to write a report.
Yeah.
Well, you did the challenge as a team.
Mhm.
You'll be judged individually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel very superior after our expedition into
Makes sense.
the hellscape.
Your
Mhm.
disastrous fight with Artemis Q.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kicked your ass.
Yeah.
Pretty badly.
She was a super assassin.
I mean, yeah, like Artemis is like a way better fighter than me. I just have
Yeah.
superpowers.
I mean, there's a reason Artemis can hang in a superhero fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Artemis.
I got a
You
7.
got a 7? You
Which kind of makes sense because
did
I
all
wasn't
right.
really here.
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice something to make the cut. Maybe, yeah, which one do you want to disappoint an adult, sacrifice your social life, lose a responsibility, hurt your academic standing?
You're fired from whatever job you now have.
Or had.
The job at the bar.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
the job at
because
the bar.
I don't remember that I had that job.
So you just bail a flake on your shift?
Yeah. It was just keep
You
it
didn't even
consistent.
know.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know. Like Artemis Q probably had a meticulous schedule lined up, but I didn't read
Who
it.
do you think got you the job at the bar?
Mm,
Because the addendum to this is someone who invested in you no longer believes you can do what they asked of you.
Oh.
Warbler.
I don't know. Maybe a different one then. Maybe just academic standing.
Okay, so yeah, they can't give you a better grade because most of it was done
By a
Artemis
different
Q.
person?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't remember the class or any
Yeah.
of the last several
Mhm.
weeks.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I'm
like,
just happy to
technically
be
we are
here.
giving you like you get a pass on a pass fail, but
Yeah.
it will bring your GPA down.
That's fine.
And babe.
I got a 7 as well.
Okay. So
Obviously.
you did all right, but you have to choose one of those 4. Feel like you shouldn't go with hurt your academic standing again. 'Cause
It's already
yeah,
hurt.
it's already-
It's already.
Does us like not doing this whole hell thing like help our grade at all or anything? Or
I mean, the best I can do would be like give you a +1 on a roll, which I think doesn't save these two
Mm-mm.
anyways.
Yeah.
okay.
I think it makes sense for me anyway.
I guess she's already sacrificed her social life once, I think, to try to do better in
I
school.
mean, it could in
But-
a way give Beckett further influence over you because of what you saw. It's
Yeah.
affecting you more.
Yeah, that actually sounds narratively good. I'll do that.
Okay, that happens. Beckett has influence over you again. And yeah, you just kind of go back to classes after going to hell. Still not sure what happened with Cambion, what's the result of that, or what the Hidden Palm might still have in store for you. But I think you all take a well-deserved break and start maybe making plans for the approaching spring break.
Oh God, it hasn't even been spring break.
And here's a song from a band we like.
Wow.
I'm back, baby!
I've been watching the backs of my eyelids, playing back all the best parts. Your marks still bleed, and I am abusing all of the Vyvanse that you forgot inside of my car. Now I cannot sleep. Sure, I wonder where you went, but I keep my tongue clenched. Push a finger to a chord till I can't feel feelings anymore. But it's tough to ignore, 'cause you're all that I want, and I've been staying late, but I'm the last thing on your mind. I tripped, ate shit and broke skin on my arm. Baggy covered the marks you had drawn on me. Should I wonder? It depends. Will I see your girlfriend with a tattoo painted on? Has it faded or has it evolved? I feel so unresolved, 'cause you're all that I want, and I've been staying late, but I'm the last thing on your mind. And I want you to know that you're the one I came for, but I'm the last thing on your mind. I'm better off now. I eat those words at meals of silence. I'm getting off at the thought you were right and I was wrong. I was wrong, 'cause you're all that I want, and I've been staying late, but I'm the last thing on your mind. And I want you to know that you're the one I came for, but I'm the last thing on your mind.
That was Eyelids by Heavy Sweater. If you like this episode, please head on over to Apple Podcasts, to Spotify, give us a 5-star rating, give us a review. That always helps us out. You can find Dungeon Punks on YouTube, so you can head on over there and do all the YouTube things, like and subscribe, or just do it the old-fashioned way and tell a friend you like the podcast. If you want to go the extra mile to support Dungeon Punks, you can do that on Patreon for only $5 a month. You'll get talkback episodes, you'll get bonus games, you'll get deleted scenes, and you'll get more fun goodies. Check that out at patreon.com/dungeonpunks. If you want to chat with us, you can find us on our Discord channel or on social media. Links to all of those are in the description of this episode. Dungeon Punks was produced by Kirk Hamilton for the 604 Podcast Network.